So they say both Rebel Moon Part 1 and 2 cost $166 million. My first thought is,
why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
So Zach Snyder just released Rebel Moon Part 2 Scaregiver, and I'm pretty sure he knows that this is a bad movie. How do I know this, you ask? Because he's spending more time promoting the director's cut version of this movie.
To be able to complete the director's cuts to exactly my specs, and to be able to complete the director's cut.
No means no, Zach. I'm not watching that shit. Now back to the review. Rebel Moon Part 2 continues where Part 1 left off. The main character Kora is headed home after defeating the Motherworld, aka Space Nazis, only to discover that Motherworld is bringing the fight to her front door. She defeats them with the power of plot holes and shitty character development. Zach Snyder's only writing talent is taking me from not caring about the characters to just straight up hating them. If we ignore the fact that 4 of the main characters' backstories are pretty much the same, I left the movie feeling knowing less about the characters than I do now, but I gained a newfound hatred for the main character Kora. She is hot garbage. The 3 reasons I don't like her: 1, she would still be with the main villains of the story if not for unforeseen circumstances. 2, she actually does kill the princess. 3, she did not leave the Motherworld, she was forced out. There is a big difference. So it's no secret that I do not like this movie, apart from this being a literal farm simulator. Zack Snyder had a lot of questions that he set up in Part 1 that he gave crap answers for. Some of those questions include: why did the Motherworld not just blow up the moon planet when they when they arrived? Brains is not a good enough reason. Also, in every single character's backstory, all we see is them blowing shit up. Why does the civilization that has conquered space travel, death, and other planets have a hard time getting grains? Why are there no aliens in the cast? I think I said this in my initial review. There's literally no aliens in this movie. Like, this is a space movie. You would think they would have at least 1 or 2 aliens in like the main cast or something. I digress. Why does this character cut off her hands to wield the lightsabers? In the movie, we see that she actually cuts off her hands to wield those lightsabers or fake lightsabers type weapons, only to discover she doesn't need to do that. The main character herself actually is able to wield them by just covering them with cloth. So there was no point to that. Why does Zack Snyder think we're going to watch the sequels? He stole the entire plot from Seven Samurai, and I don't even think he understands the plot well enough to understand why that was a good movie and his is not. So in summation, this movie sucks. Zack Snyder basically committed robbery. He stole my time, he stole Netflix's money, and he's trying to steal the future too, because he thinks we're gonna watch the sequels to those movies. Like, no one's watching the movies that don't exist that you're just trying to scam more money from. And no one's watching your rated R cut of this movie. This movie was literally a 3 out of 10. It was a waste of time. It was a waste of effort. I'm your boy Rant, and I'm